Now we have created the exception handler in a perfect way. Let me go to the next. So what completed till now? My database is ready. Yes, exception handler is ready. Next step, what I need to build? Let me build this repository. Let me build one by one. So my connection string also ready? Yes, ready. What is mean by repository? Repository means it is come under repository design pattern. So repository design pattern is nothing but it's one of the design pattern, as you said. So it will act as an abstraction between your data access layer and your service. So you are having the data access layer and your services. It is act as abstraction between this one. So with the help of repository design pattern, right, what we can achieve? See, sometimes we are having like one application can use a Oracle database. One application can use the SQL database, MySQL database. Okay, where I can able to add all this can you can create as a repository one place. So that is the reason it is act as an abstraction between your data access and a business link. So why decoupling? Tomorrow if you want to change something, where you can able to change? Simple, one place. So what is the benefit of this repository pattern? It will improve maintainability, testability, separation of concerns. Okay, so concern in the sense it's a technical word, I mean business related word. A concern is nothing but a component. Already I told you in the normal sessions, a component can be a controller, a component can be a middleware, a component can be a service. A component is a class file, that's it. Okay. So now let us see how my repository pattern will work faster. API will send a request to a where? Service will send a request to a repository will send to a context and to a database. So let me build this a context where this context will be inside of your repository only. Okay. So now I'm building a repository design pattern in my application. Okay. Let me stop this application. Let me create a folder, add. So these names also should be like your real-time project. So just you to understand, I'm creating a middleware. I'm creating the repository. Okay. So add. So this repository contain the three things. Repository contain the services, right? First, let me add database object application DbContext. So if I want to create an application DbContext, can I do directly? My class file will it be connected to a database directly? No. How I can able to connect? First, I need to add the package manager, NuGet package manager. Okay. So packages. What is the purpose of a NuGet package manager? Yeah, in general, my question. Okay, make it as interactable and answer. What is the purpose of a NuGet package manager?
Install dependencies.
It will install the dependencies. Okay.
Third party component.
Configurations.
Configuration. No, no configurations, only dependency.
Third,
Okay.
third party component dependency.
Hmm. Yeah, Aaron, please unmute and give it answer. Please make it as interactive.
NuGet packages are used to store
Libraries. We need
the
to be add
packages,
libraries.
third-party libraries.
Correct. Your answer is correct. We need to be add like a references. Okay, that can be third party or the .NET related, whatever it is. We are going to be add like. But in the .NET framework, we don't have the NuGet packages. But why it was there here? Interviewer will ask a cross question, right? So let me tell you one of the issue with the old .NET framework and here that is called a DLL hell issue. Okay. So with my tech lead experience, so many issues I'm going to be add. But if I talk on this DLL hell, already we have talked one of the video we explained. For example, in one IAS, you have only one application or multiple applications. One IAS can have the multiple applications. For example, you are using one shared library. You are telling like a, for example, Excel library. Just you are preparing some Excel. You are using some Excel-based third-party library. Can you tell me in the shared path, you will add only one Excel or multiple versions? only one specific version in the specific shared point. For example, in one IAS, I'm using another version of the .NET Frame application that is required the different version. What is your take on? Are you going to create a new shared path? That is not a correct. Shared path means in that system, you should have only one shared path. That is called DLL issue. DLL in the sense, you are having the same DLL with a different versions. The running system will be failed. Why it is failing? Two applications in the .NET 4.5, one in the .NET 4.7. 4.5 required 1.5 version DLL, example, Excel DLL. .NET 4.7 expecting like a different version of the DLL, 1.7. This is called DLL issue. So how to solve this one? By using the package manager. What packages will do? These packages will add application specific references. For example, I'm hosting this product such a system design in the IAS. It will maintain private references. For my other application, I can able to add like a private. Not only in the IaaS, once you are hosting the cloud mission also, in the cloud missions, these will be hosted in the Docker container will be having the pods, in the pod it is going to be added. Okay? So package manager will add the private references. Simply you can say application, not private references, application specific references. Okay, it will solve the DLL hell issue. Once you are adding this DLL hell issue for this NuGet package, that is called wow factor. Normal movie, if you're seeing watching normal movie 10 minutes without adding wow factor, nowadays nobody is not watching, correct? That is called wow factor. So in the interview also, if you want to earn a 5x 6x package, you need to add at least a 5 minute, at least a question. Out of 10 questions, I'm answering only 5 questions. Once interview is completed, interviewer, for example, I'm not going to be share the immediately your feedback. After half an hour, 1 hour, I'm trying to share your feedback because of my work. Every interviewer will do the same. Okay. So once if I recollect, for example, Kirti given some answers, I just recollect how what type of answers Kirti given. I can recollect wow factor she added. That is the way I can able to remember and give it. So in the interview, you are not answering so many questions is not a point. How you answered is a point. What type of answers you are giving the point. Okay. So if I giving the too many these type of real time answers by learning from you, what about once getting the job? First thing was get the job. Remaining things can be later, right? Just a given. So let me add this package and manage new get packages. If I want to work with the entity framework, what I need to be install? Browse. Two things. One is entity framework core. Second one is the SQL server because I want to use like an SQL server. Entity framework entity framework core. Okay, let me install. Next, I accept. These are the MIT licenses. Next one is same entity framework core.sql. Come down. SQL server. Here it is. Let me install. I accept. Install. Let me close this one and see I have the two packages. So now I want to be create a database context by inherit from the DbContext. Why it is not coming? Now it is coming. Okay, just added the DLL. Right? So DbContext is added. So in this DbContext, what I need to do? So DbContext class is ready. So where is my SQL server? This SQL server product is ready. So if I want to read this product, I have required a product class in my application or not. That is called POCO classes.
Yes.
That is called, technically we're calling this one as a POCO class. What is mean by POCO class? Anyone? I have shared you the topics, right? At that time, anybody read out the POCO class meaning? Let me tell you.
POCO class basically called those class which is basically which is we create a model for to get the data from back and forth.
Correct.
So
If I
we
create
can.
a model or entity, any class can I call as a POCO class? You told that is correct.
Yeah.
My just a cross question
Yeah.
is, I'm creating the any class. Can I call it as a POCO class?
No, any class could not be. I mean, we cannot say them on basically POCO class. Some kind of, I mean, different kind of
Correct.
classes
Correct.
are there, concrete class and yeah.
Correct. So see, in the normal term business applications, right? We have so many classes are there. But as a developer, we are simply focusing on a class. What is there? Not is a class or not? That's it, right? But as per the business functionality, so I also don't know this POCO class. I have worked with one of the client from the New Zealand. Okay, the team lead was, I mean, not a team lead. He's the manager from the Indian person. He's saying a POCO class. POCO. So I thought like, what is this POCO class? The name. So later I realized POCO in the sense playing object, playing. See, not O for object, line old
Yes.
CLR object. Don't worry about this old, sir. What is a new means? The POCO class in the sense either old or new, that is a POCO class still now itself. But in the terminology of COM framework to a .NET framework, in that before 2002, in the regular session I told, right, there is a COM framework. In that point of view, they have given like a plain old CLR object. Sir, which class is the POCO class means? See, a class will not inherit from any other class. Any other class or interface. And a class, it will not implement any other entity. Not implement any other entity.
Sir, I have a question.
A class will, yeah, I will ask you. Please wait. A class contains only properties and business methods. Mainly properties. Okay. Sorry, not a business method, business data. Okay. Simple properties and business data. Simple, a class contains the property. So it is one of the design approach POCO class. So now wherever you are seeing the class, it is having only properties, not inherited, not implemented anything. That is we can able to call as a POCO classes. In the interview, instead of saying the entity, I need to create a product entity, order entity, add like this POCO class. I need to create a POCO class. Then interviewer will ask a cross question, boss, what is a POCO class? Now explain them. Okay, boss, if you don't know about this one, I will explain. I mean, don't say like that. You need to explain. It's a plain old CLR object. So this entity will not inherit from the any class or interface. It will not implement any other entity. It contains only properties of my business data. This will become a wow factor. Am I correct? Correct, Ambrish, as I told?
Yes.
Yeah. So Ambrish only, right? The way of your name is calling.
Yeah.
Okay. Please don't. Okay. Because Ambrish also one of the tech lead, senior tech lead or manager. I hope he it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, somebody have a question now. Go ahead.
Actually, for the first point, it is not inherit from any other class or interface, right?
Correct.
So we can give it as a private class also. It is a
No.
POCO
Don't
class.
think about access modifiers. I'm saying about you are having the class. That's it. A class should not be inherit from anything. It should not have any other entity. I mean implementation, and it is having only properties of your business data. That is called POCO class. These POCO classes are responsibility connected. These POCO classes are nothing but a replication of your database table. Okay. So many different type of classes are there. I just want to add this one. So that is the reason I told sometimes demo means what I know you will tell. People will think like, please come to my demo. I will tell what you don't know. So hope this is the new point, right? Apart from Ambarish reminding to all. Can you say yes?
Yeah, hi Vishnu.
Yeah, Lokesh.
So these classes can be inherited.
No, then it will not become a POCO class if you are inherited.
Oh, oh,
Only entity classes are POCO classes. Other than
No, 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 no. A POCO class is a class. That's it. I can't able to send it. Sometimes you will be inherited. Then it will lose that POCO class nature. Okay. So see, this is my class. It is inherit from any other interface or a class? No. It is implementing anything? No. It will have only properties of your database. What are the properties of a database? Then only it will call as a POCO class. Whenever rules are satisfied, then only I'm calling as POCO class. Okay. Those three rules. Can you help me? Property. What is my first property? Small capital ID. Next one is prop. So prop tab. If you press a prop on tab, you can see that one.
Krishna, can you correct us? You mentioned it should only have properties of the database. Is it database properties only or any properties?
Any property.
Oh.
Any property, but it should have only properties of your database.
Oh. So we can consider view model also in that case as a POCO class.
Okay, next one is product name. I wrote use product name. Next one is description. I'm doing one mistake. Can someone tell me? Not spell mistake. Spelling is correct only, na? Okay. This let me say decimal. What I created this decimal or double? So if you're using different data types, it will work, but somewhere it will be failed. Okay, that is the reason. Let me press Alt F1. Oh. Price is the decimal. Okay. Decimal. So can you tell me the issues? I have some issue. Is that my correct way? I just created a correct way, no issue. Okay, in the normal project also, if you're adding this one, no issue, nothing. It is a correct class only. But in the interview, they will expect something, right? Satisfying
Once is
interview
there.
is very, yeah.
valid.
Once is there. Warnings.
Warnings are there. Warnings we can neglect, no? So we should not neglect. That is the point. So see here, for example, ID is a nullable or not nullable? Not nullable. Product name is nullable or not nullable? Nullable, no. Description is nullable. Okay. Price is not nullable. So you need to be mentioned required. You need to what? You need to be mentioned required. Normally implementing is not enough in the interviews. Remember, required. Description is optional. Yes. It is nullable. So how to add a nullable? The C# given the question mark nullable. Gone. So which version of C# having this required feature? C# 8. Where 8? So before that one, we are using a string dot empty.
Empty.
Okay. Because, sir, why string.empty means it is empty, right? Yeah, empty, not nullable. Null is the intention. Okay, see the word called null. Null is very dangerous. Null means data exists or not exist. No answer.
Not
That is
exist.
called null.
Not equal.
No. For example, sometimes you will not answer a question. You are not answering a question. You are not answer or not added. So null means nothing. You didn't consider it. You are not considering that at this moment. Okay. For example, not answering means I can say empty, right? For a string. For example, number I can say default 0. You are not answering. Okay. Null means nothing. Not applicable. Okay. So these also required. You need to be add that correct one. Then you need to be explained. So I have used the required because in my database table. Okay. So nowadays these are asking means yes, in the interviews are asking. Am I correct? So few members told me, open your screen. I will give the 20 minutes time to do some action. Am I correct? Whoever is already attending the interviews.
Yeah, Krishna.
They're asking, right? Yep. That is the reason I'm showing each and every one. So now this is my POCO class or not? Yes. Inherited? No inherited. Having only properties of my business data. Business in the sense these are targeted to database business objects. ID, property, description, price and entity. Sir, can I add one more property? Yes, you can able to add, no issue. But don't remove it. If you remove it, it will throw an exception. Okay. So my POCO class is ready.